Welcome, everyone, to our prayer journey with My Toad Daily Devotion. You hear people talking often about global warming. Some people believe it, some people don't believe it. But the thing is, there is a real point in which we should take care of our environment. One of the things that I could never understand is why we don't deal with dead zones. Let me explain what a dead zone is. From manufacturing, from fertilizers and different things like that, the Mississippi River or other rivers will pick up all of these nitrogens and different chemicals, pour them into the ocean, and as they fall into the ocean, they create a dead zone because so much algae grows, it actually suffocates the animal life that would be there. And I know I was reading there's an area, I think in the Gulf of Mexico, over 6,000 square miles. Yet you never hear anybody talk about these dead zones. And one of the things about a dead zone, it is coming from what is a pollutant that is manufactured. We have that in global warming, that certain things will hamper the environment. But it seems like you really can't do away with everything unless you go back to horse and buggy and have no cows and don't eat anything. So it's a real difficult thing to balance the manufacturing and the cleanup of an environment. But no one ever seems to touch on these dead zones. And I see the same thing with human nature. It is clear in the Bible that human nature is that each human being manufactures really a lot of evil kind of things. For example, in Romans 1:19, it says, "For out of the heart," and that is your personal manufacturing plant, "proceeded evil thoughts, murders, adultery, fornication, theft, false witnesses, and blasphemy," and greed. Think about that. Have you ever had an evil thought? It says in the Bible that if you thought evil of a brother or a neighbor and really wish that, they were dead, you are guilty of murder. So all of these different adultery, if you look at someone in the wrong way, it's murder. Have you ever stolen anything? All of these false witnesses who are lying about somebody, even if you exaggerated, all these are manufacturing dead things that go into our personal society environment and corrupt it. If you ever had an evil thought, I will tell you this, you're going to have another one. If you ever had any kind of thought, you're going to have another one. So what is it to do? Is there any hope for man? And the answer is no, there isn't, other than Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ cleans up your own sin first. And by his death and resurrection, he died on the cross for you. By his death and resurrection, he takes care of all of these sins that I just laid out before you. He makes you clean. Now, you're going to get dirty again, but you also, when you come to Jesus, and you can check that out in this video here, see how you can come to a saving knowledge of him. He starts to sanctify you, to wash you, to cleanse you, to change your manufacturing plant. Little by little, you will love your enemies. You won't hate anymore. The funny thing is, all of these things here always manufacture death, dead zones, relationships with other people. But when you have Jesus Christ, he's going to allow you to recognize when you were wrong, that you can repent and go and apologize to somebody else. I hope this is a great encouragement for you to change your life. There is no reason for you to have all of these corruptions taking apart your life. It's now an opportunity to have Jesus Christ come in and confess him and be saved and cleansed. So until next time, may Jesus increase as we decrease.